Have you ever wondered how people cook fried rice and it looks so delicious, yummy, and comes out like with single grains? Keep watching, this video is for you. So a lot of people struggle to make fried rice because sometimes or most of the times it's mushy, or the rice breaks, or one thing or the other. But with this method, you are very sure that you can have single grains 100% of the time. Yes. So for this recipe, you need rice, of course. This is Indian basmati rice, long grain rice, and you need some salt. In the plate, I have some white pepper, I have curry, I have garlic powder, ginger powder, chili flakes, I have some seasoning cubes, Maggi cubes. And then I have some chicken breasts that are already cooked, like leftovers, and I'm going to use that because we are not wasting anything. And in this other bowl, I have mixed vegetables. So I have peas, green beans, carrots, and some sweet corn. These are the ingredients that I'm going to be using, but you can use anything. You could use soy sauce, you could use shrimp, you could use chicken, you could use meat, gizzard, just anything, like according to your preference. Okay, I want to tell you that for the rice, you don't need to use any particular kind of rice. You can use any rice, ndop rice, any rice that you want to use. It's going to work 100% for this recipe. So now that we know the things that we need for the recipe or for this fried rice, let's get into the cooking. I'm going to take this away. So for the next step, what you need to do is you need to wash. Oh, see, I forgot my friend the wooden spoon. The first thing you need to do is you need to wash your rice. So you put in some water and just wash gently. Don't wash as if you are washing clothes. Just lightly pat the rice in the water. Wash, wash, wash. And then I'm going to take this now over to the sink and then drain the water, and then I'll be back. So the rice has been washed. What you want to do now is pour in enough water so that all the rice is soaked properly in the water. So steep the rice. That's what you need to do. There needs to be a lot of water in the bowl, enough water so that it's way above the rice. You bury the rice in this water, and then this is going to sit for 30 whole minutes. You don't need to do anything to it, just leave it to sit for 30 minutes. And now I'm going to put this aside. You need the pot. So what you need is the pot, and then you need to put a lot of water. So the idea is you have to cook this in much more water than it needs, in such a way that when the rice is cooked, there's still a lot of water there so that you can drain it. Just like the way you cook spaghetti, so that you can easily drain it into a sieve. So that's the idea. What you need to do now is put in your salt. Put in some salt in the water for it to taste. So when you add some salt to taste, what you need to do is close the pot. Just close the pot and let it boil. So as you can see, the water has been boiling. Now you just have to put in your rice. Scoop the rice gently. Don't just dump it in so that it doesn't burn you. Just scoop it gently and put every single grain of that rice into the water. What you can do at this stage is, if you want your rice really bright, you can squeeze in some lemon juice into this water. So what you do now is you just mix it gently and leave the pot to boil. You need to leave the pot open. You're not supposed to close it. So just leave the pot open and let it boil. So the rice has boiled and I've taken it off the fire, and that's what it looks like. Single grains, and there's still a whole lot of water. So what you need to do now is you need a sieve and you need a bowl to drain the water in, or you could do it directly in the sink. So you just pour it in. So you see, that's the reason why you need the excess water, so that you'll be able to pour it in, and it also helps with the single grains. So you just pour that in and let it strain over the pan for a while. You can shake, but don't shake it vigorously. Like, don't mix it, just let the water drip out quietly and gently. And then what you need to do is put the water away. You need a tray, and then you have to spread the rice on the tray. You have to make sure that you spread it out properly. So you don't need to put a lot of rice in one tray. You know, you just put just a little quantity. You can use as many trays as you want. So you just spread it out, spread, no overcrowding. So this is in a bit to help you kind of dry the rice, remove all the moisture in the rice so that it can also maintain the single grains. So that is what we are doing here. Now you need to put your oil in your pot, in your frying pan, wherever you want to fry the rice. So just put in some oil. I'm using olive oil. You just put it in, and then you can spread the oil and let it heat up. Just let it heat up for a bit. Let it not be very hot in such a way that it will burn you. You introduce the rice. So this rice, right, I did not want to wait for the other one to cool down and all that, so I already had rice. I always have rice kept in the fridge, so that's what I'm using. Just put in your rice and ensure that when you put in the rice, you spread it properly in such a way that all the oil coats every grain of rice, and you see that it has single grains, no lumps and all that. So you just want it to look like that, and then you leave it to fry for a bit. So while it's frying, you introduce your curry, you introduce your white pepper, you introduce your ginger, you introduce your garlic, you put in your chili flakes, so I'm going to be adding some more chili flakes because I like it hot, I like it spicy. Yeah, some more. And then you just you put in your seasoning cubes. I'll just use one. Sprinkle in a pinch of salt. Basically this one is according to your preference, so how much salt or seasoning cube you want, that's left on you. But I'll just put a pinch of salt, and then I gently flip it until all of the rice is coated with the spices and the ingredients I just put inside. So everything, you just keep frying and frying until it is coated. While you're frying, you have to ensure that you're not overworking the rice so that you don't have to break it. So with the curry, you can add as much or as little as you want. So I think I'm going to add a little more. So I'm going to add a little more of the curry because I want it bright. And then I'll just mix. Continue frying all of that. It's already smelling so good, like all the ingredients and the spices. Oh, it smells so good. So just mix. You don't need to stir too much, you know. After mixing for a while, you just leave it for it to fry. That's depending on how. You're not supposed to use very high heat. Just leave it for it to fry gently. So now you add your vegetables. You can put as much or as little as you want, but I'll advise to add bit by bit, and then you just do the same. You flip. You add, if you see that you need more, if you're somebody who likes vegetables like me, you just add until you're satisfied. Because why not? Like, You can never go wrong with vegetables. So just flip. So at this point, it's been frying for a while and it's almost done. So yeah, I'll just add in all the vegetables. So now I'm going to add in the chicken. Like I told you, this is leftover chicken nuggets we had, and I'm not in the mood to start boiling anything, so I'll just go with this because we're not trying anything, like I said. So I think that's okay for me. And then I'll just mix. If you don't want to add anything inside directly, you can have it with fried chicken, barbecue chicken, chicken brochet. You see, you have single grains, no lumps, no mushy, nothing. So it's ready and it's time to serve. I'm not going to be decorating because I'm so hungry. So I'm just going to put this in a plate. Serve all of this goodness. I cannot wait to dig in. So you can have this with anything: roasted fish, chicken soya. You could have it with whatever you want. Just look at this. Single grains, beautifully coated in all the spices, a lot of veggies, tasty chicken. Oh my god, what more can you ask for? Like, this is first hand fried rice. Thank you for watching, and I hope you try this recipe out, and leave your comments in the description of any other recipes you want to see. Until next time, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.